Hey, welcome back to the Big Ranch Show. Thank you for joining me. Now, this is a bit of a more sad video. A 10-year-old girl named Teresa died of COVID after 5 days after showing symptoms. She was a student at, I believe, Hilltop Middle School in Suffolk, Virginia. Her parents, Nicole and Jerry, I believe her dad's name is. Let me check and make sure. Yeah, Nicole and Jeff Speary are her parents. Unfortunately, in September, she contracted COVID and then died 5 days later. It's kind of insane how quickly COVID can take people out, especially children. There was a case a while back where a girl in Houston died of COVID because her mother didn't get vaccinated, so her mom got it and she got it. And then she died in 24 hours after showing symptoms. Teresa here, though, her parents did all the right things. Sent her to school wearing a mask, got themselves vaccinated, her older brothers were vaccinated, but she wasn't old enough to get vaccinated. Now, there's a lot of questions on how she ended up contracting it, if they were wearing masks and things like that. But the thing is, at school, you never know when a kid could remove his mask, or she could have removed hers. You never know, right? Especially if there are parents out there telling their kids not to wear them. But also, it appears that possibly protocol was not followed at the school. Because apparently there were situations where she was actually told her parents before she got sick that she was a student that was supposed to help escort people to the nurse's office if they become sick. Now, the school says nobody in her class has come down with COVID. So that would make you wonder who's telling the truth here. But they say that all protocols were followed. The family's not sure, but it's a tragic thing. But all it takes is one person not doing their part. These parents did all the right things from all accounts. And they still lost their daughter. But like the parents are saying, if they can just convince one person to wear their mask and get vaccinated, then they'll have done what their daughter wanted. I don't understand why this is such a political thing. I don't understand why it has to be. The fact is, now children are dying. I do not have an exact number for how many. But if you ask me, one is one too many. But unfortunately, we have a large portion of children that cannot be vaccinated yet. Because we don't have the approval for it, right? Yet we're still having school. We have states refusing to allow virtual learning. And I'm sorry, virtual learning should be an option for any child at this point in time, if their parents need it to be. According to her family, Teresa was perfectly healthy, didn't have any pre-existing conditions. So there goes two of those right-wing talking points right there. You know, the ones that say kids don't get it and you only die from it if you have pre-existing conditions of some sort. She didn't. According to her family, she's perfectly healthy. But they it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're perfectly healthy. It doesn't matter if you're young, old. COVID doesn't discriminate. COVID doesn't care. If it can take a perfectly healthy child, then it can take any of you. I don't know how else to put it. Get vaccinated. Wear your mask when you're out in public. It's not that much to ask to help save the life of somebody next to you. Because who knows where she contracted COVID. One of her parents could have, had it at some point and didn't know it. Who knows? But the fact is, just because you're asymptomatic doesn't mean someone you spread it to will be. How people are okay with this. How people continue to fight the mask, and the vaccine mandates. Do you not understand you are killing people? Yes, you can still get the virus if you're vaccinated, but your likelihood of dying is less than 1%. Your likelihood of having to go to the hospital is less than 5%. And most people won't even get it if they're vaccinated. And if they do, it's generally mild. But forget what it can do for adults and healthy people. Getting vaccinated and wearing your mask in public will keep other people who can't be vaccinated from getting sick. I know many of you out there don't care because you think, oh, my rights, my rights. This girl is dead for your rights. Good luck. I really have nothing else to say except get vaccinated. Wear your mask. Don't let this little girl's death be in vain.